Hello there, fellow Facebookers, and hello there, fellow YouTubers. I mention my fellow YouTubers second because you, my fellow YouTubers, are lagging well behind my fellow Facebookers when it comes to viewing my videos. So what you'd like to know, anyhow, no beating around the bush this time, let's get the show on the road. Let me introduce you to Wanda Phillips Smith, aka W.P. Smith. I'm still here. Wanda is the author, or the writer I should say, don't want to get things confused here, of Summer Winds, a novel series which began in April 2013. She resides in Tennessee, where she continues to write daily on several works in progress, including the sequel, Summer Suns to Summer Winds. Summer Winds is a story of young love which begins for two young kids at an early age and carries them through times of separation, heartache, trials and everyday life of living in a rural Tennessee setting. Family plays a large role in this story, and the characters are brought to life throughout each one's personal heartaches, but the main focus stays on sunshine and will. A story aspiring to life, love and living. Thank you for sharing, Wanda. I'd also like to thank Wanda for being a spokesperson for and on my behalf of Self-Published Writers World. I think she has gone out of her way to do so. I would also like to thank Inyon and Natalie Mahar, sure as hell hope I pronounced that right, for doing likewise. And to Brett O'Connell, a very special friend, who got the ball well and truly rolling for me on Facebook. Brett is still unwell. I sure hope that she gets well very soon, because I miss not talking with her. Second, let me introduce you to Tim Miller. It's kind of scary, isn't it? Tim Miller has studied various religions as well as psychology and has worked in several fields involving the study of human behaviour. After serving 4 years in the US Marines, Tim spent 6 years working in corrections and social services. He currently lives in San Antonio, Texas, with his wife and their children. Tim became a fan of horror as a teenager. At the age of 14, he would often read Stephen King, my all-time favourite author. While listening to Iron Maiden on his headphones, he would write short stories to entertain himself and his friends. You can visit Tim's website. Those oh so important links, friend readers. Dark Exorcist. Peter Roman is a police officer on what should be a typical disturbance call. He encounters a teenage girl who is anything but typical. Are any of them really typical these days? Her level of strength and violence surpasses some of the strongest suspects he's encountered. Father Pierce is a hospital chaplain who, despite his lack of belief in the supernatural, is forced to stare down the pure evil within the girl. Father Dietrich Harlan is a seasoned priest and Vatican-trained exorcist who gets called in to save the young woman and restore order to the hospital. In one night, these men will come face to face with a demon who reveals to them their own demons. How can a group of flawed individuals defeat a being so powerful? Only by defeating their own monsters will they survive the night. Thank you, Tim, for sharing. Now, a little time, I'd just like to show some covers of the novels mentioned in episode 1. Unfortunately, I haven't got a cover of Leslie Dimmock's novel, Out of Time. I just couldn't download one that was big enough to show. Sorry about that, Leslie. But first, if I can get the damn thing apart, this is the cover of Brett O'Connell's illustrated children's book, Wishes and Wings. The cover of Brett's first novel, The Measure of a Man. And if you haven't checked out Vit's YouTube video, you should. Because as I said before, it's good. It's damn good. And last but certainly not least, B.L. Kirk's City of the Guardians. B, as some of you may know, is in the semi-finals of the book cover contest. I wish you luck, B. I really do. Anyhow, done and dusted.